feel like the DJ is my bodyguard. You see the way he keeps me safe with the treble and the bass. I feel free enough to party hard. This dress won't go to waste. Feels like I own the place, yeah. VIP to be the boss. You see the way these people stare, watching how I fling my hair. I'm a dance floor lover. Baby, there's no other who'll do it like I do it, yeah. From here on out, I'll be your commander, yeah. No fear, no doubt, I'll provide the answer. Right now I command you to.
Hello, I'm the Pageant Nerd, with another fresh and nerdy look at the world of beauty pageants. In this two-part series, I'm putting some of the biggest international pageants under the spotlight, what they have in common, how they differ, and most importantly, how certain countries and even continents excel at some of them, but fail to shine as brightly at others. Pageant by pageant, I'll check out these characteristics and suggest potential reasons why this is so. Depending on which pageants you follow, to you, the amount of important global competitions may total 2, 4, 5, or even 6, 7, 8, or 9. At most, I keep an eye on 6: Miss World, Miss Universe, Miss International, Miss Earth, Miss Supranational, and Miss Grand International. These 6 pageants, I'll call them the Big 6 for today, are all based in different countries these days. As would be expected, home nations tend to perform well in their own pageants, with a couple of notable exceptions here. But I'm going beyond that observation to check out who else is taking the titles and what each pageant focuses on when selecting their queen. Now let's dive in, with the pageants going head to head in the Big 6 showdown. Regarding the Big 6 pageants, only one nation has won every one of these crowns at least once. No, it's not Venezuela, nor is it the USA or Philippines. They've all won 5 of the 6. It's Puerto Rico, which completed a clean sweep with its Miss Earth victory in 2019.
Is Miss USA, Miss Puerto Rico, Miss Universe.
Is Miss Puerto Rico.
Incredible sense.
Runner-up is Miss Spain. Miss Universe is Puerto Rico.
Congratulations, Laurie Tamara Simpson.
First runner-up is Miss Colombia. Miss Universe is Miss Puerto Rico. The United States.
And so the new Miss Universe is Puerto Rico.
The 2006 is Miss Puerto
Puerto
Rico.
Rico.
Puerto Rico. Congratulations, Miss Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
In terms of longevity, 3 of the pageants are 6 decades old or older, while the other 3 are 20 years young or younger. As such, the richness of each pageant's history and the trends in who they've crowned, how and why, varies somewhat. Moving on to my pageant by pageant analysis, I'm going to start with the newer competitions and finish with the 2 alphas.
Miss Earth 2020. Miss Thailand.
Viva Mexico! Miss World 2019.
Having been held just 8 times with 9 title holders, Miss Grand International is the baby of the set, but it's nonetheless made a big impact with its high caliber production and contestants. A Puerto Rican was the inaugural queen in 2013, and fellow superpowers Venezuela and USA have been the two most recent winners. While the Philippines has yet to score the crown, it's finished first runner-up twice and placed top 5 another 3 times. Despite being based in Thailand, Miss Grand International has been won by an Asian woman only once, by Indonesia in 2016. India and home nation Thailand have both made the top 3 twice. Miss Grand International has yet to crown an African or European woman, although both continents have reached the top 5. By contrast, Poland-based Miss Supranational crowned European winners in 3 of its first 4 pageants, starting in 2009, including a homegrown winner in 2011. Since then, however, Asians and Latinas have dominated, sharing the next 7 titles between them. The reigning title holder is from Thailand in 2019. Last year's pageant was cancelled due to COVID-19. And while home nation Poland has placed in all 11 editions of Miss Supranational, it's finished top 5 only 3 times, plus its 2011 victory. Like Miss Grand International, Africa has yet to win a title, despite 3 top 5 finishes.
Congratulations, Carla Henry!
Philippine-based Miss Earth has been rather more generous to its home queens, with 4 crowns and 5 runner-up finishes in its 20-year history. All the other pageant powerhouses have succeeded here, with Venezuela, Puerto Rico, USA, India and Brazil on the winners list. Similar to other major pageants, Asia and the Americas have shared most of the Miss Earth titles, although 3 Europeans have won, but only once in the past 18 editions. Miss Earth has yet to crown an African queen on finals night, although Kenya assumed the title in 2002 after original winner Bosnia and Herzegovina was dethroned. Born in Long Beach, California in 1960, after the Miss Universe pageant relocated to Miami Beach, Florida, Miss International found a long-term home in Japan in the late 1960s.
Miss Japan, Ikumi Yoshimatsu!
Curiously, a Japanese woman didn't win the title until its 52nd edition in 2012. Venezuela and the Philippines are far and away the most successful nations here. Generally speaking, Miss International has favoured Latinas and European delegates. Later on, I'll suggest the likely reason why. For more than 50 years, the Philippines was the only East Asian winner until Japan won, as you just saw, followed shortly thereafter by Indonesia and Thailand. With the exception of the Philippine winners, Miss International was notorious for failing to recognise dark-skinned beauties. Colombia's winner in 2004 is widely regarded as the first black woman to take the title. India has placed first runner-up 3 times and second runner-up another 3 times, awaiting its first crown. Recent years have seen a positive shift in diversity, highlighted in 2014 by the eventual top 2 from Puerto Rico and Colombia. Despite some top 5 finishes the past couple of years, an African woman is yet to win the title. As we move to the 2 alpha pageants, Miss Universe and Miss World, with their 7 decades of history, we get to see some interesting trends, with favoured nations at one pageant that don't perform as well at the other. As such, I'm going to cover them together. Let's do this! When I made this video, Miss Universe had crowned 70 women and Miss World 71. That's including both queens in the years an original winner resigned or was dethroned and replaced by their first runner-up. I'm counting all of them here, and in comparing the regional breakdown, there are some interesting similarities and differences. Most notably are discrepancies in title holders from North America and Europe, Miss Universe favouring the former, Miss World the latter, by a factor of 2 to 1. Not entirely surprising given where both pageants are based, although the lack of European success at Miss Universe in recent decades is very telling, just 2 winners in the past 30 years. The other regions are remarkably similar, with Miss Universe slightly favouring South America. While Venezuela had a Miss World 24 years before it won its first Miss Universe, the pageant titan certainly made up for lost time, collecting 7 Miss Universes in a 35-year span. They have the second most Miss Universe titles and equal most Miss Worlds with India. Argentina, Peru and Brazil have picked up titles at both alpha pageants, but the most newsworthy nation here is Colombia. As I've covered in previous videos, Colombia has been particularly unlucky at Miss Universe. 6 first runner-up finishes, including 3 in a row in the 1990s, and that infamous mistake in 2015. They have, however, won 2 Miss Universe titles, which is 2 more than their amount of Miss World crowns, despite 4 first runner-up finishes there. Here are a trio of countries that have 2 Miss Universe titles, but none at Miss World. Japan, which hasn't reached the top 10 at Miss World since 1974. Thailand, which has just 3 top 5 finishes at Miss World, albeit a first runner-up placement in 2018. And Canada, which has an agonising 3 first runner-up finishes at Miss World, but no crown. And while the USA and Puerto Rico have both won Miss World more than once, they've done much better at Miss Universe, with 8 and 5 titles respectively. Switching to Miss World winners who've yet to win Miss Universe, and we have Jamaica, a 4-time winner of the Blue Crown. Their best Miss Universe result, first runner-up in 2010. Three-time Miss World title holder Iceland has a first runner-up finish at Miss Universe, way back in 1962, one of just 6 placements overall. Austria, with 2 Miss World titles, hasn't placed at Miss Universe since a first runner-up result in 1977, and has had several streaks of non-entry over that period. China claimed its 2 Miss World crowns on home soil, but their best result at Miss Universe came on debut in 2002, second runner-up. And like the USA at Miss Universe, Miss World home nation, the United Kingdom, has tasted local success. 5 times in fact, although not since 1983. A British woman has yet to win Miss Universe, but they've come mightily close on 3 occasions. India is to Miss World what Puerto Rico is to Miss Universe, a non-home nation like the USA, UK or the Philippines that's performed extremely well. 6 blue crowns overall, including 4 in just a 7-year span, and consecutively in 1999 and 2000. As I've covered before, India won the Miss Universe and Miss World titles in the same year, not once, but twice, in 1994 and 2000. That concludes part 1 of my mini-series, The Big 6 Showdown. In the second and final episode, I'll look at overall success of countries and continents at the pageants, and dig a little deeper into why this success isn't consistent across the board. That's in part 2, coming very soon. If you like this clip, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks as always for your support. I'll be back soon, but in the meantime, it's goodbye from the Pageant Nerd.